Hi Aries, here's a general look at your solar chart for March 2011. Now every year at this time the sun is in the sign before yours up until the 21st of the month. And that means that every year at this time you're in the season of withdrawal, touching base with yourself in a sort of a way. And even though there's lots of social life going on, you could find yourself just feeling as though you're sitting on the sidelines, kind of zoning out in certain situations. Maybe some of you are reviewing the past. You find yourself reflecting a little bit more. And even though you could be busy giving support to others, because this is a very service-orientated time, when you should make yourself available to others even when you're not in the mood, you will have this sort of inclination to be the observer looking in. So, until the 21st, there's going to be moments when you've got to put yourself out, maybe even more than usual, even when you're not in the mood, and set aside your own preferences, what you'd rather be doing, and just make yourself available. But really your energy levels are likely to be a little bit lower until the very beginning of April, when your ruling planet Mars comes zooming back into your sign again. And you should not be all singing, all dancing out there in the way that you really do enjoy, Aries, just at the moment. You should be touching base with your inner self, your angel, your guides, your deeper wisdom, however you want to see that. And just let others take the strain as much as, just let others be the organisers of taking the strain as much as you can tolerate anyway. And that's up until the beginning of April, really, but the sun does come into your sign on March 21st, so you're going to get an uplift there. So this is a phase of withdrawal, stronger connection with your deeper self, and really, if you can, you should be going into, in for healing, nurturing type activities, and if you can, engineer time in your day to do so, and even go full on into therapeutic healing practices at the moment. Also, this vibration is very good for imaginative pursuits, artistic pursuits, and spirituality of all kinds, psychic kind of development as well, and listening to dreams, omens, signs, because you're just going to be more open, etherically open to that level. And this is where the flow is for you at the moment, Aries, so go with the flow. This is the season you're in. Now, your inner guidance, if you kind of stop the mind and kind of feel the vibe, is going to be working very well for you at this time, and you're going to be more in touch with your inner, wiser self and your instincts. And also you'll be closer to your emotional self. You might be feeling a little bit emotionally rocky at times, and you might have to get out of your own way, because there'll be moments that you react without thinking from an old pattern. You get this kind of welling up of a feeling, and maybe you don't quite know where it comes from. Now in March you should watch your nerves over the 9th and the 10th, because there the energies are suddenly going to accelerate. There could be a lot going on. You could be catapulted into something, and feeling a bit fragmented. So just be aware of that. Now, all that said, there's some really friendly, sociable kind of energies around. Lots of sort of chatting with people, making new friends, maybe some of you, or old friends being highlighted, new acquaintanceships as well. All of that kind of thing could be warm and enjoyable, and even lucrative if it's kind of maybe it's on a professional level, working within some kind of organisation or group. Or maybe it's just people out there who are going to be really helpful and just kind of want to give you stuff to help you out. Or maybe you're providing something for them. Group gatherings are very favourably highlighted, however small or large those groups might be. And after the 11th, you early Arians could have a surprising or unexpected encounter. Also after the 11th, Mercury comes into your sign, puts you more mentally on alert, You could have a lot on your mind then, have to deal maybe with more correspondence, and just kind of be mentally more switched on, even though there is this other sort of energy which is kind of keeping you a little bit on the sidelines of things. Now, some of you could find a romantic attraction with somebody who was previously considered a friend, or maybe it's a new friend. And there could be admiring glances going between the two of you. That would be the ideal. And teamwork, as I say, coordinating with others, well-favoured, but still you could be the one putting in more work. Maybe that's behind the scenes. So you might not be in the mood for that. You might just have to kind of pull yourself up to it, but don't push it. Well, that would be the advice anyway. But you have to do what you've got to do. Now, Uranus, as I say, or maybe I didn't, but Uranus enters your sign on March the 21st. March the 12th. Uranus takes 84 years to go right around the wheel of the zodiac, so this is never going to come again. Uranus is the energy of deep transformative change, which is going to revolutionize your life in ways that even surprise you, Aries. But this is a long, slow transit. The energy itself is very fast and unpredictable. It rules electricity and the parasympathetic nervous system, among other things. And so it's kind of like an electrical vibration, and you early Arians born in the first couple of days are going to be feeling this over March. So there could be a sudden event or a reversal or a turnaround or just something unexpected there. But it could be coming out of you. It might not be coming at you. The energy goes two ways. So it might be that you suddenly make a decision about something, or you suddenly do something which could be a bit risky. And just be careful about that. There could be sudden flurries of excitement or nervous anticipation when the Sun conjoins Uranus, particularly on the 20th to the 22nd, or when your ruling planet Mars joins Uranus in the first week of April, which can make you feel very sort of restlessly energetic. And as I say, it could increase a tendency you already have for risk-taking or being a bit reckless, because the energy will precipitate you to maybe jump really before you've thought something through, so or looked around you. So just be careful you don't trip over your own shoelaces. Now, you've got some great energies in your sign actually at the moment, Aries. One of them's Jupiter. The Uranian energies, the Plutonian energies, Saturnian energies need a little bit of work and handling, but Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion, is in your sign, will be there until mid-year, and this is time for you to spread your wings. This is time when the universe will open the way to a broader horizon. Some of you could be traveling, some of you could be having more contact with those at a distance, different culture, different environments that are strange and unfamiliar to you. This will stretch you. Everything about Jupiter is about stretching and expanding, getting maybe a broader perspective. Some of you might take the academic route maybe and be broadening your mind, broadening your knowledge base. And some of you, you could take Jupiter as a teacher planet, but it's a spiritual energy as well. So some of you may be seeking a teaching or a teacher, or in fact some of you could be being the teacher to others, because it's more likely at this time others will come to you for your knowledge, advice, experience. Jupiter is in your sun sign at the moment, and it tends, Jupiter, to help you to feel more upbeat and enterprising, and you are the entrepreneur of the zodiac. You like new beginnings. Jupiter is going to help you with that, so is Uranus. And it's also going to help you to have a more philosophical standpoint, kind of the Google Maps zoom out overview of the whole situation. That is the flow here. Again, that is where you can benefit most if you take if you look at things from that more philosophical, broader standpoint. Saturn continues to test you through your close relationships, one-to-one relationships, whether that's in your personal inner circle, family, spouses, partners, friends, or whether it is in your working environment. Putting more on your shoulders, Aries. You could really feel that actually this month, particularly up until the 21st. But it's also this other side of Saturn, Saturn the builder planet, Saturn the planet that loves structure and loves to construct. It allows you to build seriously useful connections with other people. So cultivating them slowly. Saturn also rules time. So nothing with Saturn happens quickly. Just take the things step by step by step. If there is somebody in your inner circle or a working sort of alliance which maybe is a bit challenging or testing for you or puts a burden on you, you've got to remember that this thing needs perseverance and focus. This continues into 2012. Now this March, on the 18th, 19th, there could be a lot on your mind, directly or indirectly, due to these people in your close circle, either personally or professionally, and also Saturn's retrograde. So that slows it down even more, and you might not, you might feel a bit blocked by somebody's attitude, or just not in the best of moods, due to maybe their behavior in the past or whatever it is. But your power to focus, Saturn likes formality actually. It's not very good with kind of cuddly, huggy, emotional stuff, but it works well with format. So just keep that boundary out. Remember I said to you, you might be feeling a little bit more open and tender and sensitive. So just try to keep that boundary, that sort of shielding up, not in a cold way, of course, but in a sensible sort of way. And keep moving. You're in a time of expansion, Aries, anyway. So you need to keep moving forwards within sensible parameters at the moment. So it's a time for cautious development, maybe having to work a little bit harder, but don't bite off more than you can chew, especially you early Arians. But overall, with this position of Saturn, you can reap the rewards of the things that of the foundations you've laid down in the future. This cultivating of people, this being very, very sort of step by step, tolerating them, understanding where they're coming from, sort of thing, but making the decisions necessary, because you and others can't, you can't expect others to be developing at the same rate as you are, and you could take some sudden leap forwards actually this year, or particularly in the first half of this year. Now, the life-changing force of Pluto continues to be felt across your sign from Capricorn, and choices are coming from a deeper place now anyway. And you're going to have this array of new options opening up over the year to come, particularly until mid-year, as I say, and you should be listening to the most primitive part of your knowing. Listen to your gut instinct, follow it. Even though, your mind might be screaming at you that it's not possible and it's irrational and you're going to lose this and that. The thing about Pluto is about letting go. It really is about letting go, clearing the decks for the new, for the new life. And Arians born around about the 25th of 26th of March are going to be feeling this energy most acutely at the moment. Now, Sun goes into your sign on the 21st of March. That means that after this very selfless, service-orientated phase that you're in at the moment, you can be more self-indulgent. You can do the things that you know you need to do for yourself, that you'd like to do for yourself. And that's it for March. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll throw another light on what I've said here. And I'll see you the next time.